Welcome to Monterey's Cooking. I'm John Pisto. You know, we've been getting a lot of requests to do a Caesar salad. I mean, a classic Caesar salad, not the kind you pour from the jar and toss up a few things. No, this is Caesar salad, the kind you see in the better restaurants, okay, where it's all tossed. Every item is taken one step at a time. I'm going to show you very close, slowly, and we're going to go step by step, and so that you can make this for your loved ones at home, okay? Now, I'm going to go over the ingredients one by one. It may seem a little complicated, but it isn't, all right? You have to have, number one, Parmesan cheese. Get good Parmesan. Do not buy the stuff in the box, okay? Buy some and grade your own, okay, or get it graded. But do not buy that cardboard sawdust that they call cheese, because that is not cheese, okay? Parmesan, fresh grated, number one. Garlic. Do not use garlic puree, okay? You have to have whole clove garlic. Very, very important. Do not buy the garlic that is in the tube, because that's not going to work. Butter, okay? Real butter, okay? Margarine, you can, but if you're going to use margarine, might as well use butter. Dry mustard. You can't use pecan, you can, but you know what? We're doing a classic, so you need the dried mustard. A wooden bowl, very important. I would always suggest using a good wooden bowl. Also, these are made out of olive wood. Now, you don't have to have olive wood utensils, but you know, that adds to the romance of a Caesar salad. Fresh lemon juice, fresh lemons, Worcestershire, wine vinegar, not cider, wine vinegar, red wine vinegar, please. Eggs can be optional, okay? I'm going to use them because this is the way I've been making them, and this is the way I'm going to continue to make them. But you can leave it out. Good extra virgin olive oil, okay? The real stuff. Don't use peanut oil. Don't use vegetable oil. You got to use olive oil. All right? Sea salt, okay? Very good. Fresh cracked pepper, fresh cracked, and croutons. And I'm going to show you, we're going to start off by, oh, wait a minute. Where's the most important thing? Where's the anchovy? Oh, there comes David now. Hi, this is David. He's our executive sous chef from the whaling station.
Hi.
Thanks for bringing these up for me, Dave.
No problem at all.
I mean, what would be a Caesar salad without anchovies?
Some good anchovies.
Yeah, and these are good anchovies. Okay, thanks, Dave. Dave's got to go back to work now. Thanks, pal.
Thank you.
Okay, see you. That's nice of him to bring these up. Sometimes when we're doing these shows, you know, we're always forgetting one thing or the other. So, okay, anchovies. Let's talk a little bit about them. All right. Now, you know, anchovies deserve a lot more respect than they get here in the States. You know, any European country, you know, everybody eats anchovies. I mean, I guess they're an acquired taste, but you know, we've eaten salted fish or anchovies all our life. I can always remember. I mean, it's a staple in our household. Everybody likes them. I mean, try them. You know, they have such a unique flavor to them. You cannot make a Caesar salad without anchovies. I mean, it's going to taste flat. Sorry. You know, make another, it's not a Caesar. Don't call it a Caesar. Call it something else. But let me show you the varieties of anchovies, just to show you. First of all, these are fresh anchovies caught in Monterey Bay. Okay? That's what they look like. Little silver fish. All right? See that? Now, we catch these. We also fry these. We barbecue these. And we salt these. Okay? They can be rolled. They can be stuffed. I mean, they're very, very versatile. And once you get used to the flavor of anchovy, I mean, if you're like me, you crave this kind of stuff. You know, I mean, we're going to do a show on anchovies. Just anchovies and sardines, and you'll see what I mean. But these are fresh anchovies. Next, these are the ones you buy in the package, okay, the anchovy fillets, right? Either packed in vegetable oil or packed in olive oil. I always look for the olive oil because I like the olive oil flavor. But sometimes it's packed in soy. Good products. Now, Anchovies start off their life in the ocean, they're caught, and then they're taken to plants, and then they're salted. Okay? I want you to get a good shot of this. And when they're salted, you can buy them this way. And when you taste an anchovy from the salt and you use it in cooking, I'll tell you, it's going to be 10 times more flavorful than this one. Okay? Now, what I've done this year is I packed these about a month ago. And I packed them in salt. These are curing. These aren't done yet. Okay? But these are mine from Monterey Bay. These are coming from Europe. Okay? Now, the time to pack anchovies is usually, or always, in the summertime when the anchovies are at their largest. And that's what I've done with these Monterey anchovies. Now look at the size. This is the Monterey, this is the European. About the same size. So my timing was pretty good this year. I got the right size anchovy. These are packed in a salt, and then they're layered and they're packed in water brine, and then they're cured. They're ready to eat in 40 days. Okay, that's what they say. So let me show you how to peel these. Now this is how you make them look like when you buy them in the can. Okay, so what you do is you peel it down, peel. You see this? That was the egg, and you peel that. And folks, there you have, and we should take the skin off. And as these mature, the skin will come off very easily. You have the end, and now you put this in a little water, or I pack in a little vinegar and take some of the salt out, and these are ready to eat. These are delicious, absolutely out of this world. Okay? Now we know about anchovies. Let me rinse my hands. Okay, also, very important, romaine lettuce. Use the hearts. Now, this is not the best example. This is the time of the year we have a very short period when we don't get the premium romaine lettuce. But what we're going to do, this is the best we could find at the moment. But these are just the hearts. Okay, got to have that. Okay, anchovies go here. Okay, coddled eggs. I got water boiling. We're going to give that about 1 minute, and we'll pull them out. And that's going to be done. In the meantime, let's make our croutons. Please don't use those croutons that you get in the store in the boxes, because you know what, folks? Those are terrible croutons. They've got absolutely no flavor at all. They taste, to me, like cardboard. And you can use day-old bread, and try to use a good sturdy bread, not the white bread, because it doesn't make a good, you want one that can really stand up to the cooking. And what I do is I do olive oil and butter, half and half, to make a good crouton. And I'm going to fry these because I'm going to let that oil get just a little hotter, and then we're going to put some garlic in there, and I'm smashing this. You see what I'm doing here? Just smash that real good. Now we're going to toss that. Okay, this is ready to come out. Let's pull these guys. All you want is about a minute. And these are ready. Okay, so what we're doing is toss. You got to put a little salt and some pepper. Okay, now coat this real good. Now if you got too much in there, if you got too much oil, just put some more bread. Okay, that's all. See that? Real easy. Try to keep it in the pan. Okay. Then add the garlic. Now I'll tell you, on this dish, if you wanted to, you could use dehydrated garlic. I don't think that's a problem. Okay, see how those are nice and coated? Beautifully coated, right? And then give it a little shot of cheese. then that goes into an oven. Okay? Now, these should cook for about 15 minutes. Watch them, turn on high heat. Be careful, do not burn your croutons, otherwise you're going to have to cook them again. And when we come back, we're going to continue classic Caesar salad. Now folks, I just pulled these out. They're still soft. Now what happens is these will cool off, they'll get very hard. Now, the biggest thing you got to remember about these is when you taste them, they're very habit forming and you're going to end up wanting another one. Now, the more you eat, the more you want. And then when other people come in the kitchen, they all go for the croutons. So I would suggest when you take them out of the oven to hide them, because they'll go and you have to make another batch. That's if they're good ones. And these are good ones. Okay, let's put our salad together. They should be cold now. Make sure they're cold because they will get hard, like I said. Okay, anchovy. I'm going to use the anchovies in the can because these are more familiar to you and you can buy them. Now this is going to be a salad for a main course salad, so I would say this is going to be for 2 people. Maybe you have this with maybe a little piece of fish, or maybe you just want a salad, nice Caesar salad with some garlic bread and a good bottle of wine. It's delicious. I'm going to put the anchovies first with the oil. And I'm going to use all of them because I like anchovies. Okay, see what I'm doing? We're going to make the salad dressing first. So smash the anchovy. Okay, just get the spoon and rub, 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 rub. Boy, does this smell good. Wow. What flavor. Now, you know, I remember mentioning that every once in a while I find some bad anchovies in the can. And, you know, like I tell you, anchovies have got to smell good. And so, you know, smell them. They should smell very, very good. Okay, that's smashed up pretty good. Next, we're going to put in garlic. Fresh garlic. And you figure maybe 1 clove per person. That's if you're a normal person. But of course, you know, we're not normal. So we're going to double up on that a little bit. We like garlic. And so we're going to put 2, 3, and this should be good. That's right. Okay, get a good garlic press. Okay, mix, 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 mix. You know, the secret to a good Caesar salad is when you look at the bowl, there's no dressing left. Okay, next we're going to put dry mustard. Now, dry mustard, what does that add to it? It adds the spicy, the zip. Okay, so let's put this much. We want zip. I like flavor. Can't be too lightweight with this kind of stuff, folks. Now, break up the lumps. See how nice that's incorporating? You see this? Okay. Next, I'm going to add the lemon. Watch out for the seeds. Now, I add a lot of lemon because, again, this adds a little zip. I'm going to put 1 whole lemon in. There it is. Use a strainer if you want. Okay, incorporate. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is smelling good. Now, next, we're going to add the egg yolk. Now, you see I threw the egg whites away. They're not going on my floor. They're going into a garbage can. Now this could be omitted because of, you know how sensitive people are to egg yolks right now. Now I understand you can cook these to a point where they're at a certain degree, and then you can use the egg yolks freely for hollandaise and for stuff. I choose to do it this way. That's my preference. Okay, next we're going to add a shot of Worcestershire. Now, you know where Caesar salad came from? The story that I hear the most is that it came from a little restaurant down in Tijuana. Then I heard Ensenada, but it came from a restaurant where this man had ran out of ingredients for his normal salad, and somebody asked for a salad, so he just threw this together. And what he had was the ingredients listed, and he came out with a Caesar salad. Most good things are actually accidents. A lot of things, you know, the tarte tatin, the apple tart, that was an accident also, where these two sisters from France, they had this apple tart, they were bringing it out, it was right side up, and it fell and was upside down, and they served it on the plate upside down, and it was served to a marquis, and he was so amazed by it that these girls became celebrities all over Europe, and now it's all over the world. It's a very well-known dish, tarte tatin, upside down apple tart. So, you know, whenever you do that, if you ever drop stuff at home, you look at it very closely. You may have a culinary masterpiece and not even know it. Okay. A lot of pepper. Now you notice I haven't had the oil yet. Okay, little bit of wine vinegar. Okay, you got two acidic things here. You have the vinegar and you have the lemon juice. So figure in your head half and half. All right? Okay, now we add the olive oil. And we're making a dressing. When we come back, I'm going to assemble this. Okay? Okay, look, you see what we got here? You see, this is a sauce. You see how this is? It's not thin. If it's watery, then you put too much liquid in it, probably too much vinegar. But you see how this is? Now, a couple of schools of thought on how to do the romaine. Now, I've seen it done. Now, the way I heard it was done in Mexico was that they just pulled the leaves off and served the sauce on top. Now, we're more familiar with the toss method, okay? You're supposed to cut it, or you're supposed to tear it with your hands. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to take these ends off because there's a little bit too much green. But right now, this just happens to be the time of the year when you don't get the super duper romaine, because you really want just the hearts. And when I say the hearts, I'm talking most of it should look like this, okay? And like I said, they're in between harvests right now. Every year this happens. Okay, now you go from the outside in. Don't go this way, you're going to bruise the lettuce. You can't bruise the lettuce. Now, turn. You see? You want that to coat. You don't want this to swim. Now is when you add the cheese. You see? You see? Very nice. Now every one of these, and keep it in the bowl. It's okay to pick it up. Okay, and you see, now you want to, if it's too dry, it's not going to be good. If it's too wet, it's going to be soggy. You see, now that's perfect. Now if you look down the bottom of the bowl, you'll see that there's no dressing left. That's the sign of a very well-made Caesar salad. Thank you. Okay, now the last thing you do is you add the crouton, because you don't want the crouton to be soggy. You want it to stay crisp. Okay? And you know what I do too? And this is a secret. You know all the little stuff that's left in the pan? I put them in too, because that has a lot of flavor. Okay, now that's ready. Now the other very key thing is to make sure you have a very cold plate, because there is nothing worse than a Caesar salad on a warm plate. So when you're ready to serve, go get a very nice cold platter. Nothing worse than a Caesar salad on a warm plate. Okay, now the only addition that I would suggest on this would be some fresh cracked pepper. And I would not put more cheese on it, because it has its cheese. And folks, here you have a classic Caesar salad ready for you to eat and enjoy.